You'll go to google.com/nonprofits and you'll go ahead and click sign in. Now you'll want to sign in using your Google account. So I would highly recommend, if you can, to use the same email address that you used to get your token from TechSoup or Connecting Up. Go ahead and hit continue. So what you'll do next is hit new request. You'll want to confirm that you're not a school, academic institution, or university, not a hospital or healthcare organization, or a government entity or organization. Once you've quickly confirmed that you are not, you'll hit next. Go ahead and select your country, hit next. And now this is where you'll have to enter your TechSoup validation token. Okay, so as it says, Google works with TechSoup as a local partner to verify that your organization is registered and valid. So go ahead and grab your validation token from the previous video for the next step in the application. So I already have my validation token, so I'll go ahead and paste it. Again, as you can see, it's just a combination of letters and numbers at your nonprofit. Hit next. And this will say if your token is confirmed or not. And again, if this is not your organization, check your TechSoup token and try again. We'll hit next. What's the phone number and website for your organization? So after we entered our phone number and website in step 1, step 2 asked us for our name and our role. So I put Nichole Vanderwall in my role, Google Grant Specialist, and it will also show your email address. Now, this won't be editable because this will just basically be your Google for Nonprofits login email. So this should match the email that you use to log in. And then you'll go ahead and just verify that you are able to represent the organization, and you'll hit next. And then on the very last step, you'll have to verify that you have read through the rules associated with Google for Nonprofits and a few more things such as your organization does not discriminate, etc. So you just go ahead and check the box and you will hit submit, okay? And the last step will show you a box that basically says you have been approved or disapproved for your Google grant. And if you are hopefully approved, then you will hit activate products. Okay, so now I'm back on the Google for Nonprofits main screen and I'm going to hit active. So first thing I would say is go ahead and head into the administrators and add at least one other user in your organization that is going to have full access to your Google for Nonprofits account. I've seen a lot of nonprofits lose access, so I would just say it's best practice to just add another administrator. This could be a coworker, this could be your CEO, whoever that may be, just so that if you ever lose access or get locked out of your account, you can always ask a buddy to help you back in. All right, and then now since we're just talking about the Google grants, we're going to scroll down and we are going to go ahead and hit get started in this Google Ad Grants layer. Okay, so again, this is going to take you through a few questions, so you'll just go ahead and answer these as we go through. First being the website. So we'll hit submit website. Now we need to complete the eligibility form. So when you click this, it's going to pop you out into another box. And this is going to be about 8 different pages that is going to just ask you information about your organization. What is the name of your organization? What is your organization's full website URL? Double check that that URL is correct from the prior step. And again, do not edit this bit. Hit next. Ad grant survey. So again, these are just questions that Google is asking you about your organization. Okay. In which ways would you prefer to learn more or engage with ad grants? Okay, select all that apply. I'm just going to put I don't have any interest at this time. Overall, how comfortable are you with managing a digital search advertising campaign? Moderately comfortable. Overall, how significant is digital search advertising as part of your organization's marketing strategy? Moderately significant. And you'll hit next. On the next page, we have what best describes the geographic focus of your organization. International. Which best describes your organization's annual fundraising goals? Which best describes your organization's annual marketing budget? Which channels does your organization use for marketing and/or fundraising? Select all that apply. Email. Which 3 channels are most effective in reaching your organization's marketing and/or fundraising goals? Email marketing. Which 3 channels are least effective in reaching your organization's marketing and/or fundraising goals? Hit next. In addition to your ad grants account, does your organization have a standard paid Google Ads account? No. And if you do have a paid Google Ads account, so if you hit yes in this first, then you'll need to enter the CID, or customer identification number, right here. Okay, so we don't in this instance, so I'm going to push next. Does your organization run marketing and/or fundraising campaigns at specific times of the year? When do you run these specific marketing and/or fundraising campaigns? So just select then, hit next. Are you an advertising professional applying for an ad grant on a nonprofit's behalf? Next. Okay, and then you'll have to take the short ad grants training quiz, so go ahead and watch the video and you'll answer all of these questions here. So true or false, keywords are expected to have a good degree of context and be relevant to your cause. Okay, so that's a pretty easy one there. Which of the following will help improve the quality of your ads and increase your click-through rate? Use extensions, yes. Add negative terms from the search terms report to improve relevancy, yes. Ensure campaigns have relevant geo-targeted enabling. All of the above. True or false, Google does not consider the relevancy of the site content to your ads or keywords to measure the quality of your ads. I would say that's false. Oh, because we have expected landing page performance. And true or false / question. Maximize conversion bidding is a recommended bid type. And that is true. So we'll go ahead and hit next. Okay, and then it says, thank you for completing ad grants eligibility form. Please click submit below. Okay, so now it's not really going to send us anywhere else here. All we'll do is go back to our application and check the box that I have submitted the ad grants eligibility form. Okay, so now step 3 is submit the activation request. So it says the review typically takes 3 business days. So submit activation request. Okay. So now that we've submitted the request, we should get an email from Google, like it said, in the next few days to see if the ad grant has been approved or denied. Now that we've submitted our application, there's 2 emails that I have seen come up in my email. So the first one is from Google for Nonprofits, and it says, welcome, let's get started. And then second, I got a Google ad grant activation update. So it just says, hello, thank you for your interest in Google ad grants. You'll receive an update within 3 business days. Okay, so I've now come back on Tuesday and I submitted my application on Thursday, and I've got these 3 new emails here from Google. So we'll just go through these one by one and I'll show you what actions that you need to take. So first we're going to go to the email from Google for Nonprofits, and it says Google ad grants activation approved. It says follow these 3 steps in order to continue to activate your account. Number 1, accept the email invitation for the administrator. 2, accept the email invitation for the Google payments. And then 3rd, go ahead and sign back into your new Google Ads account and follow the prompts to accept the Google Ads terms and conditions. So keeping those in mind, let's go back to my email and we're going to be looking for the administrator access. Okay, so this will come from Google Grants-support, and it says you received an invitation to access your Google Ad Grant account. So let's click on this one. And then basically it says the Google Ad Grant team has invited you to access your new Ad Grant account. So go ahead and hit accept invitation. Make sure that this email address matches the email that you signed up for Google for Nonprofits with. Hit continue. Okay, and then once this loads, this is actively step 1. So you've just automatically accepted the administrator access to your Google Grant account. So now let's go into my email and head over to step number 2, which is to accept the payment profile. Now there should be a third email from Google Payments, which is how we are going to accept the payment profile. And it says action required for your Google account. We'll click into this and simply hit accept. This will then pop us into the payments.google.com and go ahead and hit accept. And you should get that invitation accepted. Thanks, you have been added as a user for this payment profile. Okay, now what you can do is just X this out. And now we're going to go back to our Google Ad Grant account that we were at just previously, and we're going to refresh the page. Okay, so the reason why we have to do this step 3rd is that these steps basically need to be done in order, right? We need to be an administrator, we then need to accept the payment profile, and then 3rd, we need to accept the updated terms and conditions. So let's go fix it. And of course, scroll down and accept all of the terms and conditions and hit accept, submit. Okay, so now you have successfully been added as an administrator, accepted the payment profile, and then 3rd, accepted the updated terms and agreements. Okay, so I will say that it's best practice to just go ahead and add another coworker into the Google Grant account just so that they can also have an administrative access point should you lose your logins or so forth. So we're just going to go tools and settings, and then under the setup we're going to go access and security, and then since you are an administrator you can go ahead and click the blue plus button and go ahead and add a coworker's email address, and make sure that you click admin to add them as an administrator as well. Go ahead and click send invitation. Then go ahead and let your coworker know that they should be receiving an email from Google shortly that will give them administrative access to the Google Grant. So go ahead and help them along if they have any issues accepting that invitation. If they don't get the invitation for any reason, go ahead and 1, have them check their spam folder, and 2nd, if it still doesn't come through, you can go ahead and cancel the request. So there's going to be a little box that comes up here that will say pending, and you'll go ahead and click revoke, and then you can re-add them. So add them again. Perhaps you can try a different email address if for some reason Google doesn't like the one that you have previously added. And the second thing that I want to show you in here as soon as you get your Ad Grant account active is under tools and settings, you can go to billing summary. Okay, and this is what you should see here. The payment account is not billed or something to this matter, right? Because Google is paying for this ad spend for you in your grant. So at no time should you see any credit card details or should you add a credit card. Okay, this is really important. If you're getting a notification that you need to add billing details or add a credit card, something's gone wrong within the setup, okay? And it's possible that you didn't accept this payment profile. And lastly, if you ever have any questions with your Google Grants account, perhaps you think it might be suspended or your ad stopped serving, any questions, go ahead and come to google.com/nonprofits, hit sign in, make sure that you're using the correct email address, navigate to the profile in question, hit activate products, and then right here, Google Ad Grants, the status should be approved, okay? So if it says like suspended or action needed, that is where you'll need to contact Google to sort of get help and figure out what the issue is with your account. Another thing that I like to tell people is that this customer ID, which is 806 and ends in 5490, always needs to match your Google Ad Grant account CID. Okay, so to find this, you go into the question mark help, and CID, customer ID, is right here. That is it, guys. That is the quickest way to get $120,000 in free search advertising for your organization. So I hope that you liked this video and that it was really informative for you so that you have the confidence to go ahead and apply for your very own Google search grant. Thanks for sticking with me today, and I can't wait to help you along this path.